Hi everyone! In this video I'm going to use the new CRICUT printable magnetic sheets in Design Space to make fridge magnets. They are super fun. I'm sure you'd enjoy them if you try them. In the description under this video, as always, you'll find purchase and discount information. Thank you for using my affiliate link if you do. Much appreciated. These are the images that I'm working with to make my magnets. I'm going to be making these 3 puppy magnets. These are I had images of our family puppies, and I used an AI software to turn them into characters, cartoon characters, and I think they're really fun, and my grandchildren will love them. So I'm going to make these 3 puppies. I just wanted to show you that if you need some inspiration for magnets, you can always go to the home screen and search magnet, and you're going to see a lot of ideas that come up. So you can use any of these projects, or you can make your own, and these images may inspire you to design your own to make what you want. So let's go back to Canvas. On these 2, very simple, I just took this image, centered it on a circle, align and center, and then I flattened, and I went to the new drop-down menu and offset, and I used 0.05 and clicked apply, and then I checked to make sure the offset was black, not dark gray. There we go. And then select both of these together again and flatten. And that's all I did. And you don't have to put an offset on them, but I like the way it makes the circle pop, and the light yellow pops with that little black surround on it. I was looking at different print then cut images here in Design Space. Whoops, there we go. My mouse isn't moving very well. And I thought these were so adorable, and I found those just by looking at print and cut, and I think I looked at farm or something like that to find these. See, this one doesn't have an offset on it. I like the idea of a little offset because it gives a smoother edge to cut around. If you look at this hat on the kitten, see all those rough edges? If you didn't have an offset, you would be cutting all along those little rough edges, and I think it works a lot better. It looks nicer if you have a nice smooth edge around it. So for that, I would just select it, go to the drop down again, choose offset again, and I like 0.05 for a small offset. Click apply, and in this case I would make the offset white. There we go. Let's close this up. And I would select both of these together and again flatten. So then I have my 3 little animals. Aren't they adorable? I'm going to select those and group them, and I'm not using them. So I'm just going to hide them in my tool panel in case I want them another time. I'll take these 3, group them, and hide them again in my layers panel. So these are the 3 that I'm going to make, and I wanted to show you how I did these offset backgrounds. So I'll use this Henry image. Henry is my puppy as an example, and he's a Maltipoo, and I loaded a photo of him into AI, and this is what they came up with, and I thought it was so cute I had to use it. So to get the offset background, let's go back to our drop down and choose offset. For the first offset, I used 0.10, I believe. Let's try that. No, I must have used 0.15. 0.15, that's what I used, and apply. And I'm going to make it pink just so it's a different color, because I'm going to add a second offset. Go back over to offset again. And this time I'm going to use that 0.05 that I like and apply. And I'm going to make sure that one is black, not dark gray. And we'll just close this panel up. So then I went into Design Space Images and I searched for rainbows, and I found this one, a bright rainbow galaxy, and I thought it was really pretty. So I just took away Henry's image, took my first offset where I'm showing a larger image, just select the two together and slice. Then we'll take this one away. This is what I want to use to get a fun colored offset, and we'll just delete these two. I don't need these anymore. And I'll put Henry back on top. Select all of it together, align, center it all, and flatten. And that's all there is to it. So making the images for magnets is pretty much like making them for tattoos or stickers, that kind of thing, except that you wouldn't be doing a kiss cut, because these you want to cut right through. So you are going to make them in Design Space and choose magnet material when you go to cut. So I'll show you that. I'm going to delete this extra one. I don't need it. Let's make sure I have my machine selected. There we go. We'll try again. It should connect now. You can connect later on in the process, but I like to know that it's done so I don't get pop-ups. There we go. So just click that away. I'll click Make. I'm cutting these very large fridge magnets. So I'm going to take this last one here and move it up into the first sheet because it does fit. You just have to move them around a little. Make sure you don't go over those edges. We'll put this one here. Move that in a little and move that over a little. And that should be perfect. So we're going to click Continue. In this case, I'll say that I've already printed. I will print, but I'll say that I already did it. I'm just going to browse all materials and I'm going to look for magnet. There we go, magnetic sheets. Printable magnet sheet, the one that says CRICUT, that has the little CRICUT symbol. That's the one that I'm going to choose, and I'm going to bookmark it because I'm sure I'll be making more, and click Done. It tells me to use my fine point blade, which I already have loaded in my machine. So I'm going to go back to Printed, Send to Printer, Next. I'll add the bleed, and I'm going to use my system dialog because I want to choose the quality of the print. Let's make it smaller so I can drop it down. Often the print dialog box will come up behind your Design Space screen. There it is. I'll go to Layout, scroll down for Printer Options, Printer Features, and I'm going to choose High Quality so that I get a super nice print. Click OK. Check everything. I have the correct printer selected. I've chosen High Quality, and I'm going to print. I'm going to switch to my overhead camera and we'll get these cut out. So this is the images printed. I think they're gorgeous. I'm just giving them a second to make sure they're absolutely dry before I put a cover on them. These are the new printable magnet sheets from CRICUT. Really terrific. And these new materials, I'll put the links in the description under this video. And this is a laminate sheet. This is a pack of 30 also new adhesive laminate sheets from CRICUT. They do have that tab at the top that you can peel off to get started applying your laminate. I've used them on stickers and never had any trouble reading the registration marks with my maker. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So let's move this aside. And I am going to use a green mat because I want to be sure that they stick well. This is quite thick material. If you only have used mats, you don't have a brand new one, you can always just use tape to make sure your material stays down, to make sure it doesn't move. So let me get that out of the way. I'm going to take the cover off my mat. There we go. And I'm going to put, you can see the back of the magnet material. I'm going to put it on my mat so it doesn't move while I put the laminate on top. And it's nice and dry. And I'm going to place my laminate on top. So we'll just line it up. Go a little bit at a time. If you get any wrinkles or bubbles, just press them out. There we go. That should be good. I'm going to load it into my maker and press go. So while this is cutting out, I'm going to speed up the video so you don't have to sit through the whole process. I will mention to you that before I remove them from the mat, I'm going to check to make sure that they cut all the way through. And if I find I need another pass, I will press go a second time without unloading the mat. Aren't these adorable? I'm so happy with them. They're so cute. Love them. This one goes on my fridge. This one goes on my fridge. And for my grandchildren to have on their fridge. Bauer the Bernedoodle and Wayne the Dachshund. Aren't they sweet? I'm so pleased with these. I love the way they turned out. I think they're terrific. There we go. Just show you a little closer up so you can see all the lovely colors. And the dachshund. Aren't they great? So this is the new CRICUT magnetic sheets, printable. Just terrific. As I mentioned in the description right under this video, I'll put a purchase link and discount information. Thank you if you use my affiliate link. It does help me to continue creating videos for you and having fabulous giveaways in my Facebook groups. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you're going to try the new printable magnetic sheets. And thank you for watching.